Okay, today I want to rant about Manchester, the terrorist attack in Manchester, and I wanted to make a couple key points, and I'm probably going to forget them, but I know I had a couple key points I wanted to make. First and foremost, fuck Islam, alright? This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous that we are so goddamn politically correct nowadays that we can't even speak up and say anything when we think there might be something wrong because we don't want to look like racists or Islamophobics you know what? If I see a guy with a fucking towel on his head and a goddamn trench coat in the middle of the summer, I'm gonna fucking say something. And you got a fucking problem with that, cry me a fucking river, call me Islamophobic, I don't care. Guess what else I am? I'm a fucking American, and I want everybody to be able to live their life without coming out of an Ariana Grande fucking concert and get blown up. Alright? This is point number one. Point number two. After I took level 1 Rosetta Stone Spanish, I figured out that Ariana Grande is actually Spanish for a large Ariana. I don't know who she is. I don't know what that means. Someone decided to blow up her concert and 22 people are dead. And people after the fact said, I saw a woman acting strange, but I didn't say anything. Now, obviously, we know at this point it was a male, 23-year-old male, but he had help. And at the time of me recording this, Wednesday, which is about 2 days after, here's point two. I got point two for you. Today's Wednesday. So it's been about 48 hours, probably 48 hours on the mark, that this shit happened. Now, after this shit happened, in 48 hours, mind you, this happened in Manchester, in England, wherever the fuck that is, alright? And in 48 hours, 2 days, they, so far, at the time of this recording, last I checked, they arrested 5 people, 2 of which were in Libya. That's another fucking country. It took them 48 hours to round up 5 people, 2 of which were in Libya. They got his brother. They got his father. They got the other people, I'm guessing, in the area of Manchester. If they can round up 5 people in 48 hours when they put their mind to it, why the hell did this shit happen in the first place? The guy who did it was known. They knew about him. Alright? They had suspicions. Now, how is it possible that if they knew about this guy, they weren't able to do anything, but in a measly 48 hours after he did something, they rounded up 5 people, 2 of which were in a different country? Does this make sense to you? If we have the capabilities in 48 hours to round up 5 people in 2 different countries, how did a guy that was known to the United Kingdom government or the English government what was a goddamn possible radicalized Islam? It makes no sense. And then after the fact someone to say, well, I saw a lady acting strange, but I didn't want to say nothing. Do you know why you didn't want to say anything? Because the media has you thinking that if you open your goddamn mouth and say, hey, that fucking towel head over there looks suspicious, someone's going to get mad at you and say, we don't refer to them as towel heads. You're being Islamophobic. Fuck that. Fuck that. So there's 2 points right there, okay? I figured out what Ariana Grande means in Spanish, and we can round up 5 people in 2 countries in 2 days, but we can't keep an eye on one guy who we know is suspicious, and we can't say anything if we know he's suspicious because we don't want to be racist. No. I, as a father of children, am not going to let my children be at risk for the fear of being called a racist. Do you understand that? Does that make sense? I do not as a father refuse to let harm come to my children because of fear of being called a racist or Islamophobic. Call me what you want. Call me all the names in the books. I don't give a shit. if I see a fucking guy acting suspicious with a Muslim beard on his face, I'm going to say something. I don't care what you think about me. I'm going to point at him and I'm going to say, hey, everybody, there's a fucking bearded guy with a vest on. Let's check him out loud in front of everybody, and I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. This is ridiculous. 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 Here's another point. It came to me. Here's the problem. Radical Islamic terrorists. The problem is, it's not like North Korea, where there's a country where these people are that we can just go and blow up. It doesn't work that way. We can't just say, well, if we invade Libya and overturn their government, regime change, to say politically correct, if we shoot the guy and put a new guy in, it's not going to change anything. Because radical Islamic members of these people who get radicalized, these people in these mosques who get radicalized, they don't have a specific country we can go and invade. They come from a lot of different countries. So there's really only one way to deal with this. These people who are blowing themselves up aren't making the bombs. They're not planning it. They're just patsies, okay? The only way to deal with these people is to wipe their leadership out. I don't care where they are. I don't care what country, what cave, what porta potty they're in. We got to take them out. The leaders got to go. Find the people in charge and take them out. If you take out the top level leadership, they won't be able to pass these orders down. Because this 22 or 23-year-old kid who blew himself up, sure as hell didn't figure all this shit out by himself. Okay, he didn't. He had help. That's what we get. We find out who these help people are, and we kill them. We kill them. We kill them all. Libya, Iran, Syria, Afghanistan, Iraq. I don't care where they're from, where they're hiding. We find out their leaders, and we wipe them off the face of this planet, and we send them to the 72 virgins they're waiting for. Let's give them some help. Let's get them home. Let's get them laid. I can't. Fuck you.